Week 11, boom, quarterback. I have Cam Newton. They're coming out their Patriots are coming out their first win streak of the season. You know,
Of one?
no, like win streak, like so, like they
How many have they won?
2.
Okay.
I mean, that's like the first streak.
I gotcha.
And I just think Cam's has proven that he doesn't have to throw really to be fantasy relevant at all. They're playing against the Texans, who are arguably one of the weakest defenses.
Yep.
They allow probably one of the most fantasy points in the air and on the ground. So that's just like double potential for Cam this week. But yeah.
Okay. That's an interesting pick. I'm like always nervous with Cam in the Patriots offense, but okay. For Boom, I have Aaron Rodgers, which is interesting because normally I would never put him there. He's like a must start. The only reason I say that is they are playing a top defense in Colts. And people might be thinking like, oh, maybe I shouldn't start him. But as I said last week, the Colts aren't the best when it comes to the passing game. Even Tennessee actually had a lot of success. They just either receiver dropped it or towards the end they stopped passing because they were getting their ass kicked. But Rodgers has been on fire, and if there's somebody that can play well against the top 5 defense, it's Aaron Rodgers. I think you should keep him in your lineup, and I think he'll actually have a really good game this week.
And then I think Lazard is coming back.
That's true. Lazard is coming back.
So it'll help out.
Yep.
For my bus, I have Matthew Stafford.
I think we've chosen him the last 3-4 weeks too. He's becoming our DJ Moore.
Like I don't know. It's just weird, but yeah, he's coming off a 3-touchdown game against Washington, which we all know is a really good pass defense.
Yeah.
So that was like good for him. But now he has another tough matchup against the Panthers. The Panthers just gave up a lot to Brady, but Stafford doesn't have the company that Brady has.
Is Golladay coming back? He could.
Golladay could come back. So I mean, in essence, it should be helping Stafford, but with DeAndre Swift picking it up, I feel like now they could rely more on their run game. Especially with that Panthers defense allowing a lot of yards on the ground. Ronald Jones, 200 yards. So I feel like Stafford might not throw the ball as much, or if anything, like it will be tougher competition for him to throw the ball. And he did get hurt last week with his finger, so it might affect him in terms of how much he throws or how well.
That's an interesting one. Okay, good pick though. For my bust, it's the other side of the Green Bay game. It's Phillip Rivers. He's projected 19 points as well, which is equivalent as Aaron Rodgers, which I thought was shocking. The Green Bay defense has only allowed 14 passing touchdowns all season, tying for 6th. The defense can be good when it wants to be. I just don't trust Phillip. I've been a Chargers fan my whole life. I don't trust him in big games like this, and I feel like the only way Indy beats them is if it's through defense and the rushing game. I just don't see Phillip single-handedly. He's not a Phillip as old.
Phillip of the old,
where he threw a ton of yards.
Gotcha.
So I don't like him here.
All right. For my sleeper, I have Jameis Winston. Breeze is out. Broken ribs, bruised lung, so many things. But and Winston did take over at the end of the game.
And he didn't look that bad.
And so I fully expect him to be a starter this week. And we know that, Winston, it wasn't like Winston couldn't throw the ball on the Bucs. He just, threw a lot of picks. That was his problem. But yardage-wise, I think he led the league.
He threw a lot.
He also threw a lot of touchdowns too, so he's just like a weird person in terms of like statistics. But they're playing against the Falcons. It's going to be an air battle, so I feel like he's just going to let loose, and he's been itching to play, I'm sure. So sleeper, I guarantee you, he'll be available to everybody.
Okay, that's a good pick. First of all, I picked Jameis Winston as well, but since you had Jameis Winston, I'm gonna go with Alex Smith.
Oh, okay. 390 yards.
Yeah, he throws a lot of yards. They need him to step up, and he's a good quarterback. The only thing with him is that he doesn't throw a lot of touchdowns. That's the only thing. But they are playing against Cincinnati, who they have a very shaky defense, and I expect a lot of a lot of yards carved out by Alex Smith. I like him better than some of the options that, are available. I would feel comfortable with taking Alex Smith over Stafford.
Okay.
Especially over Phillip. I would take Alex Smith over Phillip. Yeah, so I mean, if you need a quarterback, I think Alex or Jameis Winston isn't a bad option.
Okay.